Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. We are on the, I think, Republic warship actually. I don't think it's a freighter. Which has docked with the Peragus mining station, but the Republic soldiers on board are probably all dead. And we only have some Sith assassins on board who are kind of invisible and apparently also shielded from Krea's ability to sense them, because when we first entered the ship she said she couldn't sense anyone on board. So, yeah, they not only have invisibility, they also seem to be shielded from her detection as well, just a little bit, I guess. And I'm currently playing as Aton because he's able... I don't know, Aton. It might not be quite the way the game wants it to be pronounced, but it's how I'll pronounce it. Wow. Oh hey.
More where that came from.
Yeah, I would prefer you deal with the guys.
What is it?
Didn't you have some kind of special thing as well? Apparently not. By a special thing I mean something like a critical strike, for example.
Let us end this.
More where that came from.
Okay, well they give 100 to 150 experience per kill. That's 900 for the next level, 1200 on those guys. Okay, that's not too terrible. And they don't seem to drop anything either. I think that once again I myself will usually be slightly ahead of the rest of my party in terms of experience, but the rest of the party members I believe will always have the same amount of experience, so I don't need to worry about keeping my party at an equal level. Basically, when I take a party member with me who hasn't been with me for a long time, he would be underleveled, but he will all get that sort of party experience as he joins, and then he will get the level ups that the other guys already have. You know what I mean. The game keeps the party at a level. All the party members are at a similar level of experience, and this looks like a texture is missing. See that? You can sort of see the stars there without that being a window. Oh well. The game is old and not really running on a system that was designed to run games this old, so oh well. Let's check what the escape pod can do. Okay, that cannot be used. Well, that was helpful. Yeah, I will probably have to go back now. But this entire section here didn't really do anything. And so far the game hasn't done much in the way of optional side path stuff that's added just for exploration purposes, so I'm wondering if things will happen that'll force me to go back where I just was. There we go. I feel like my English has lost its edge a little bit. Not so much my my written English, that's still quite good, but my spoken English. Not only do I have quite the accent, but I also feel like my vocabulary is somewhat slipping. Okay. Let's start with a quick save. I do so many quick saves these days. Don't want to lose progress to a game crash. I haven't had the game crash on me.
Let me
just
take care
yet.
of this.
Well, at least not while in game. I've had several crashes when trying to launch the game. But I think I already explained that. Oh come on, that's just teasing me. That I had to roll back to earlier AMD drivers to be able to launch the game at all. So yeah. AMD is nice, don't...
Are you alright?
These were my quarters.
This was your room? When?
When I was on board the Harbinger.
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
fine. I guess I just want to get my stuff, right? Is there a lightsaber in here? No, just Dake Starcroft's armband, datapad. Dake Starcroft, you are requested to report to the Harbinger Medical Bay for routine examination. The routine is automated. Simply insert this datapad into the medical computer to receive your injections. Okay, and I got an armband.
I hear you.
Okay, tab still doesn't open the menu. I haven't done that before on this playthrough though, so that's okay. Constitution +1. I wonder why I was exiled from the Jedi Order. I don't know. Yeah, this looks fine. And I prefer playing as him because he inherently has the ability to hack containers. Unlike Dake.
Let me take care of this.
Them in.
Damn thing's stuck.
Skill too low. I'm wondering if it's worth using a security tunneler. Actually.
I'll just leave this right here.
There we go. I don't use mines for combat anyway, so if the game allows me to use them to open doors, I might as well do that. A Chani heavy armor. Okay, that's kind of a shame. I don't tend to play with characters... Well, in the first game at least, I didn't play with characters that were capable even of using heavy armor. Okay, this just smells like assassins. 10 credits, and...
More where that came from!
The AI has not much improved since the last game. There's still those instances where you're wondering, what the hell are they doing? Like, targeting an enemy,
More
but
where
then
that came
another
from.
enemy blocks my path to my initial target, and that makes the AI just do sort of nothing.
Just say the word.
Did you regenerate Oh, okay, so... Was that the case in the first game as well? I may have already noticed that in this playthrough. It seems like characters automatically recover, health. Oh, the medical bay door. I want to be myself for this. Dake Starcroft's Colto tank. This Colto tank appears to be active. Do you wish to heal yourself? Why not? Your wounds have been healed, okay? So this is just, I guess, a click here to heal yourself thing. Medical console, let's try it. We could attempt to get chemicals. I mean, no harm in attempting, right? Chemicals dispensed, okay. Check... wait, return to the main check medical logs.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this.
Okay, so everyone's just killed by the invisible assassin guys. That makes sense.
Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. I'm not sure whether he's alive or dead, or what's even keeping him together. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his skeleton, as if each bone was splintered repeatedly over time, then put back together. Judging from the scar tissue, I believe these wounds took place before his death. If so, he must have been in constant pain. I have no idea what's been keeping him together.
The eyeballs look really weird in those holograms because they're sort of... You can see the eyeball through the head because it's kind of transparent. It also means that they actually rendered fully spherical eyeballs for the character models. It's kind of cool.
This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him are Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the Harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's insert the datapad and check our treatment request. Dake Starkrot treatment request. Sedative administered during routine examination 3.5 days ago. Emergency override enacted. Dosage exceeds safety protocols. So they kept me sedated. It's evil. Oh, I suspect that was done by the HK50 unit to basically make me unconscious and thus making it possible for him to move me to a safe area when he did the things he did. Okay, it looks as... yeah, I still have access to the culture tank. Identify it. That's... I already know which one it is. Medical logs... we've seen camera recordings. That's the bad guy from the cutscene, by the way. Doesn't look good, best you can see. And he is most definitely a Sith Lord. Okay. Got some experience and stuff. Oh, 40 experience to level up. That's kind of close. Let's see, is there anything back here? Broken culture tank. That's the one the guy jumped out of. A damaged medical droid. Okay. Plasteel cylinder for 10 chemicals, 6 components. Okay. I really don't remember if I used the crafting system much. How about you? 3 parts to reactivate. I don't need it to accompany me to treat my wounds. That's okay. I'd probably get experience for actually doing that, which might get me the level up I want, but nah, it's fine. I'll get experience from the next fight, and that'll get me the level up as well. Wow, lots and lots of chemicals. Lab station. Okay, I need a higher treat injury skill to be able to make advanced med packs. I can, however, make up to 5 standard med packs, but I don't know. Stimulants, I need higher treat injury skill. Okay, so that might actually be worth speccing a little bit eventually. Okay, and I need demolitions to be able to make grenades. I'm wondering, if I choose him and click on the lab station. Okay, so I can use different characters to make stuff. Any breakdown items? Stuff I really never ever use. No, not really. Okay. Well, that's okay. I don't know if I'll end up using the crafting system much, and I expect a fight once I loot this corpse. No, but I did find some clothing, I believe. Dark Padawan robe. Defense bonus 1. These are simple robes, kept modest, not by a desire to appear humble, but to offer the greatest freedom of movement during battle. Oh, my minor uniform gives me regeneration. I can still use all my force powers, so that's actually better. What are you wearing? You're wearing clothing. Doing nothing, so just take those robes. There's no reason to have anyone run around naked in this game, unless Bastila returns, of course, in which case, yeah, she'll probably run around naked for a while.
I hear you.
Just to teach her some humility. Magnetically sealed and cannot be opened. Okay, so I'm going to want to run around the long way to explore this sort of little curved bit of tunnel there. Hope it doesn't take too long. I know I could burst of speed, and it is annoying that I can't really do that. In a private playthrough I definitely would, but as it stands, I'd rather not. Just because of, you know, video size and yada yada, you know what I mean. I wouldn't mind another fight, just so that I could get the level ups. How far are you, by the way? 459, okay. Okay, so that's where I need to go towards the engine deck, which means I suspect this here is optional. Let's see if we can open this. After all, I am, even though this is not going to be as thorough a playthrough as the first one, just because I don't know the game nearly as well, still wouldn't mind.
What is it?
Trying to find at least as many secrets and hidden chests and, you know, all the stuff basically. Yeah, I would like to find as many of those as possible, even though I'm not going to go for a 100% playthrough. Now, everyone leveled up. I do use level ups, you know, in fight to basically benefit from the free healing I get, because leveling up instantly heals you to full. So if it happens in combat that I get a level up, I will take advantage of the fact and use it, but I will not preserve level ups specifically with the intention of using them in combat eventually. Okay, definitely persuade, definitely awareness, and let's put the rest in treat injury. Persuade, I will just always spec this and focus on it as much as possible. Improved force focus and unarmed specialist 2. Okay, I want to know what these do. Unarmed specialist. The character has learned more about hand-to-hand combat and is able to strike much quicker than other combatants, adding an additional 2 to 8 damage to all unarmed attacks. This bonus replaces the one gained from level 1 of this feat and is automatically gained at 6th level. Wow, that's difficult to pronounce and I think I butchered it quite a lot. What else did I get? Something... Improved force focus. Adds +3 to the difficulty class for all saving throws against the character's force powers. This feat is always active and it replaces force focus. Okay. I do want to improve my crit strike. What's recommended? Toughness. Oh, I don't want toughness. It just gives me 1 vitality point per level up. Yeah. I don't care. Well, it's useful. I shouldn't, you know, hate on it that much, but I don't want it. Okay. Powers. I can get Force Shield, because I'm level 6. Or I can get Heal. I'll definitely get the Heal. And what would be recommended? Sundroid and Force Scream. What? Force Scream is evil. I don't want to do evil things. Sundroid, no, and definitely no Force Scream. It's a dark side power. I'm not using dark side powers. It's not necessarily evil. I could use them as a light Jedi as well, I believe. I just get a penalty to it, so it's not as effective as if a bad guy used it. But yeah, I get 2 remaining powers. That's nice. Means I get this Force Shield and the heal. Okay. I hope you don't mind the level ups being a little slow, but I want to somewhat take my time. You get 5 skill points per level up. That's insane. Treat injury is a cross-class skill. That sucks. Let's do it as such. Oh, no, I actually saved 1 point from the level up before, so I think I get 4 per level up. I think that's what happened. Okay, accept that, and finally Kreia skills. What's recommended for you then? I don't need you to treat injuries. Repair, fine, go with it, I guess, and some awareness. Feats, improved force focus and unarmed specialist. I still think it's more beneficial to actually use a weapon, either a lightsaber or a sword or something along those lines. She does have dueling. I could improve dueling, or I could just give her at least an attack. I'll give her flurry. I'll push her up the flurry line, and I myself will go critical strike. And powers. She also gets 2 of them. I will definitely give her the heal and... No, you don't need... thinking maybe go for Force Barrier. Yeah, why not? Force, not fourth. And accept. And close. And
I hear you.
go back to my sneaky guy. Okay, cannot be opened, so that's a dead end, but at least it gave me the level up I wanted, so that's nice. And now the only way left to go is down this section. There we go. I'm just a little OCD about uncovering those blind spots on the map. I won't always do it, but you know, sometimes it's just the urge is too strong, I can't fight it. Medical bay door. Just go down here. There we go. And oh, Sith Assassins, wow. I just said Sith Assassins because why not? Or rather I wanted to say that because why not? You can start flurrying me.
I hear you.
Let's settle this.
Okay. 5,000 for the next level up. Okay, that's going to be a while, but fair enough.
Just say the word.
No. Normal security should suffice.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
This appears to be nice.
Let me
Lots
take
of
care of this.
Loot.
Pure Pazak.
I can tell that voice sample is going to get on my nerves very quickly. And also putting chests down but not making them actually interactive
Pure
objects.
Pazak.
I also don't like that. Get those items. Okay, you're not a chest. You are.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Yeah, I'm already beginning to feel the hate towards that voice sample flowing up in me. I have a vibroblade. How is it compared to the longsword? I think it's upgraded. So this one is I can only upgrade edge and grip, but it does. No, it doesn't really do more damage, but I'll give it to my other Jedi woman person, because it's probably going to be better, right? 1 to 6, 1 to 12, okay. It seems a lot more equipment in this game is upgradable than in no,
I hear you.
did want you than in Knights of the Old Republic 1, but from the looks of it, not everything is upgradable to the same extent. So I can put a lot more stuff into some equipment than in other equipment. Okay, let's hack this.
Let me take care of this.
Actually, never mind.
Fallen.
Everyone down!
It's not too bad, really.
Damn thing's
Not a
stuck.
problem. What is security?
Let me
failing?
take care of this. Pure Pazak.
Okay. Oh. Droid maintenance datapad. Droid maintenance log. I don't know whether this new HK-50 droid is a gift or a curse. After the destruction of the previous protocol droid, when it accidentally activated that frag mine, yeah, accidentally, I'm sure that happened, the HK has stepped into its place without a hitch. The problem is, it doesn't take commands very well, and most of the time I have no idea where it's been. There's been reports it's been sighted in the crew quarters, with the Admiral, or in maintenance, and even in MATLAB of all places. And when I asked the droid about it, it gives me a smart-mouth response about facilitating communication. I don't know who commissioned these HK models, but I don't like them. Unlike the others, this protocol droid appears to have been purposely sabotaged. Yeah, that does make sense. And these guys have been deactivated. I suspect there's nothing else in here except for that little story bit. Which is, it's cool. I'm trying not to hate on it or anything. I don't know. I sometimes get the feeling that I leave the impression of only wanting to do things that give me an advantage. Definitely not, you know, that little background stuff learning about what happened before we lost our memory again, stuff like that. It is cool and interesting, and I don't want to miss it. So here's a turbo lift to the Harbinger engine deck. We have finished exploring this place. Maybe we missed something, but meh.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Okay, what's wrong?
Don't you feel it? Something's gonna get real wrong real quick.
We'll have to be careful then, but we need to keep moving.
Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me, when it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
Okay, Aton has the special ability to sense anything that places him at risk. That would be knives, blades, guns, blasters, enemy Sith, anything really? Fair enough. When he gets a bad feeling, it's recommended that you save your game. Oh, that's a fun little thing. Anything to be had down here? Doesn't look like it. So let's just keep going forward, I guess. Probably a boss fight, right? Cutscene. Oh, there he is. He really doesn't look good.
This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
He
Fair
cannot
enough.
kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run! I shall be along shortly.
I don't think she was being entirely truthful there. I think she's gonna die. Fair enough. Well, actually, Bastila didn't die
Just
either
say the word.
in a similar situation in the first
Let
game.
me take
so
care of this. Pure Pazak.
maybe we'll just have to fight her eventually, or convince her that really being nice is kinda nice. As I said, it did work for Bastila, and I am playing even more persuasively in this game than in the last one. Okay. Let's see if there's anything I can do to upgrade this further. I do not have any energy cells, okay. Don't have anything better here. Don't have anything better here. Okay. My minor uniform. Anything to be added? Yes, energy shielding, giving me 10% immunity against energy. Oh, it's not compatible. Darn. Oh, and the regeneration is actually an upgrade. Fair enough, but I don't think that would have fit into the Jedi robes either. Well, I don't know. I'm okay. I am still really annoyed about those footlockers that aren't actually footlockers, but just sort of, you know, standing around looking interesting. Maintenance door. That's locked, okay. What's funny though is that his bad feeling really didn't pay off because he wasn't in danger.
Let me take care of this.
And
Pure Pazak.
you know, there's actually no reason why that would be a place I want to save the game, really. I mean, it was a cutscene. There's nothing I could do about it. I didn't have to fight the guy myself. I didn't have to control Kreia while doing the fighting either, so I don't know.
Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
But then again, it's not really much of a reason to not fight. What did I mean to say? To not save. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, there's no harm in just saving all the time. Okay, your computer use... I'd rather reroute the system because I have way more repair parts than computer spikes. Okay, open the maintenance doors. Thank you. And that's it. You get some experience for it as well. It's kind of nice. Incidentally, because I recently, well, not recently, while recording my Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1 LP, I think, basically I had someone tell me that, you know, ion drives, that was such a futuristic thing and it would be really cool to have them, and the fact of the matter is ion drives do exist in real life. We have them. They are not the sort of super powerful beyond light speed engines that they are portrayed to be in science fiction, of course, but essentially the way any kind of propulsion system in space works is through because there's nothing to sort of grip onto and push yourself forward. A car on a road, for example, or even a plane that's flying, it basically it has something to essentially hold on to, like the road or the air that it's going through, basically. You know, it has that method of using some medium and the friction, or you know, it has something to hold on to, basically. It is you moving through a medium, whereas in space there is a vacuum, so you couldn't have a jet engine or a turbine working in space because there's no air to push through it, which would mean there's no thrust generated by it. So what you do to propel yourself in space, it's a tangent, but I find it interesting, is you basically use conservation of momentum, which means that if something is stationary in space and then that stationary thing shoots a part of it in one direction, then because momentum is conserved, the rest of the object that's not being shot off will be accelerated in the other direction, because then the total momentum of the entire system will be constant. It'll still be zero because one bit is going one way, the other thing is going the other way, so the sum of it will be zero. Usually you throw away something much lighter than yourself, so you throw something away at very high speed and gain a little bit of speed yourself because you're so much heavier, and momentum is mass times velocity. And so the way it works, for example, in, you know, your standard rocket engines, is just there is that fuel that's being burned, which basically pushes a lot of particles away from the rocket downwards or to the back. If it's just launching, it's downwards. If it's already in space, it's just generally backwards, and that basically produces thrust forwards. And ion drives work very similarly, except they use ionized particles, which means electrically charged particles, which are accelerated through a magnetic field to much higher speeds than the propulsion system in a standard rocket. You throw away much smaller things, but much faster, basically, than in a standard rocket. This means that you accelerate more slowly, but the fuel consumption is much, much lower than in a conventional rocket. So if you have enough time, an ion drive could accelerate you to as close to the speed of light as you really wanted to. It would take a long, long time, and it still uses up some fuel. Think the attempts to make a completely fuel-less propulsion system in space have not been successful so far. They tried something, but that's quantum physics and complicated, and I've been talking about this for 3 minutes now, so I'll stop. Main ion engine control room, the control engine. But point is, ion engines exist, and they are actually used in real space travel when high acceleration is not so important. I mean, you can't use them to get off the planet because you need high acceleration for that. But, for example, to launch a space probe that's going into the far reaches of space, you really want to conserve as much fuel as possible, and the fuel efficiency of ion drives is enormous. Because most of the energy that does the propulsion, it's not coming from the burning of fuel itself. It comes from electrical energy to make the magnetic field to accelerate the ions, and that can be and electrical energy, first of all, you can have those radioactive isotope generators, which are very efficient and last a very long time, and you can just have solar panels, and at least as long as you're close enough to the sun for solar panels to be effective. Anyway, activate engine maintenance procedure. That sounds like a good idea. It basically opens the door, because, you know, in order to perform the maintenance, I need the door to be open. And I need the door to be open. Well, in my case, I'm not
Tell me
performing.
you're joking. We are not going to cross back into the Paragas facility through the fuel line. That's crazy.
It's the only way to get around the sealed door and into the hangar where the Ebon Hawk is.
All right, but I know I'm going to regret this.
Yeah, probably. Okay, do we
I
see
sense
them?
you, my master. Faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one, and one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
Aww.
What's wrong? Are you all right? Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you?
Kreia. I think she was wounded. Badly.
Huh? How do you know that?
I think it was through the Force.
Look, if she's in pain, then that pain's buying us time we can't afford to waste. Especially if Sleeps with Vibroblades gets tired of playing with her and decides to use us for practice next.
Alright, let's go. But I will use this opportunity to end my episode. I know there's been some completely irrelevant talk towards the end, but hey, it's all fun and games. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.